time there's a top 10 clash, the focus of the entire nation zooms in on a game like that. When it's a conference showdown, the stakes are even higher. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Huskers will kick it away first. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And off from the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
That's a really nice run right there. One of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield? His running style just marries so well with that. When you think about Ohio State and their tradition at running back, right? With all the athletes they've had throughout the decades, this guy was meant to play in the shoe.
He's loose. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Might be changing the route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Got him downfield. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. He'll start this drive firing. He's got him. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
Well, what's the point in waiting? Why not get one of your best players involved in the game right off the bat? They take a shot, their big target outside, shows off his athletic ability, and right away this offense is humming.
That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. Makes the catch. It's Barber. There he goes. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Man, you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Power football with the run. He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Here comes the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Back has it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on fourth down, if you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward if they're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Pulls and fires complete. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Quarterback may change this route. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw on first down. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
He unleashed that one. Some serious spin rates and revolutions on that one.
You want to talk about velocity? How about the arm talent this kid has? I love watching him throw these curl routes. He's in rhythm, he takes his steps, and man, when he decides to pull the trigger, watch out.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Got the quick pass. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
You know, outbreaking routes can make some play callers nervous, but not this guy. When you have a quarterback that throws it on time and puts it out in front of his receiver like that, as a coordinator and play caller, you can call that route all day.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Direct snap. Rushes on him. Gets rid of it. The trickeration goes awry, and it'll be 4th down. This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. Sends it back in motion. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Wants to throw again. Zings it complete to the right. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He's able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, Floyd of Rosedale has an owner as we've gone final between Minnesota and Iowa. Minnesota delivered a statement victory that's going to be celebrated in Minneapolis for some time. And if this team's not careful, it could become a football school again like it was back in the 1930s and 40s. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Gives it on the option. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs, and they hopefully move the football.
Breaks the tackle. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
And this defense did exactly what they wanted to do. You force the passing situations. Now what do? Now you can drop back, play pass. And when the quarterback scrambles, now I just rally to the football, I tackle him on the ground, and I force the 4th down.
So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. Trying play action. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Goes to the option. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's really good after the catch, who's really good with the ball in his hands. But the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the 4th down.
Cornhuskers will come to the line to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive. One final play before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. What a play by this offense. Finally out of bounds, and a perfect way to wrap up the 1st quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on 1st down. Plucks it out of the air. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Quick completion on the out. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
And the Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. That's caught. It's Graves. Breaks into the open. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the 1st half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
The Buckeyes just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Looking to pass inside the red zone. There's the pressure. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots and they're being aggressive, throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. And on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
Motion from the back. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Off the play fake. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable 3rd down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Unloads quickly. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. Motion from the wideout. He might want another play. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Ready to go back to work on offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse. Makes the catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Florida State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's house and prove you're legit. And did the Seminoles ever do that? We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Second down, they'll go to the air. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Good timing on the quick out. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. On 4th down, going to the air. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Trying to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Fires on the move. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. But give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. They made sure that one fell incomplete.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Makes the grab on the left.
Well, one of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Leaves it with the running back. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it away at the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take football.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback You better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. It's a draw. Spins away from the defender. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got in there so quick. The offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for loss.
A couple of yards shy of the 1st down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Fourth down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Give to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. It's on target and complete. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Buckeyes line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got a man, it's Graves. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. And they're going to try to convert on 4th down. 1 for 2 so far today. Right on the money. Turn
times in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Penn State is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a close one so far today at Happy Valley. They're up by 7 over USC. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Off-play action on first down. He wants to take the top off. Pulls it in on the left. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
They use the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Looking downfield on first down. Gets it out fast. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Second down, he'll throw it. Under fire. And he took a shot at the end zone, and he almost picked it off. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. If you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Huskers will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Huskers will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Snap to the back. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Back has it. Look out, he's got room. There he goes. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes. This is a gamble. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13.
Interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Now on first down from the 30. Red pass, it's complete. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Huskers! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish, a 70-yard run to the end zone. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. back to pass. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
It'll be 3rd and long. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Sets up the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on 3rd down to try to get a 1st down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense, rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
Ready to go back to work on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had a much better field position this time around. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. He has the 1st and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. The give on the option. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Give to the back. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, to get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They got 0 push up front, and they stopped them in the backfield. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting showdown in the MAC today, man. Take a look at how things are playing out. Buffalo needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Western New York behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Eastern Michigan. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the match.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Quickly complete.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll go to the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
1st down, 10 yards to go. They'll go with a direct snap. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Here's a heat. Got rid of it just in time. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. It's complete to the right. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. The offense changing the play. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's got it, 1st down and more. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
The Buckeyes are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Safe completion on the screen. Breaks into the open. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Plays like that, but just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they used the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
To the air on 1st down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And they finally get their first sack of the day. And one of the things coaches point to every week, how many times are you affecting the quarterback? Last week, they got 3 sacks. They got to continue to put more and more pressure on the quarterback to play better defense.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
Haven't seen a lot of that in this game so far. This offense has been clicking on all cylinders, lighting up the scoreboard, high level of execution. They were looking good on this drive until that play right there. And finally, the defense is able to make something positive happen from themselves on a critical 3rd down.
And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
This offense just hasn't found its rhythm in the second half. First half, they kind of got a little something cooking, put some points up. Here in the second half, after halftime, they got the punt, they give up a sack. They've got to get something positive to build some momentum for their squad.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. And the Buckeyes line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
quick completion on the out route. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Direct snap. They'll stop him short on third down in this defense, trying to make sure they stay on top.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. Be curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. They'll try to pop the draw. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
And this is the part of the game where you can really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. It's complete on the right side. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad. A lot of glorious days in the history of the Buckeyes, and this might put this guy right at the top of the list for a single game.
And that list of names is incredible. Like, we can go down the list of so many guys that have been such great playmakers, so dynamic. So to think about putting yourself in that category, we're going to be talking about winning trophies and this guy being an All-American by season's end.
Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
He's got it on the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like, late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out of the perimeter of space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. The give to the back. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
The defense is going to need one more stop. This is the game right now. You just got one on that last run play, setting up fourth down. Do you bring pressure? What are we doing defensively here to make sure that we can get off the field and win this game?
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Oh, they're after it. That's a fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. At the 35, he's loose. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they turn it into a defensive score. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners, takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Texas A&M is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Johnny Manziel, and they are right back in this. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Utah. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 Clash of the Titans, guys.
Thanks for the update on that with Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Wants to go up top on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Hauls it in. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Cornhuskers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. from the gun. The running back tries to hit the hole. Turning it on. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Wants to throw on first down. The screen, and watch out. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep them in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
The Huskers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Bring in the heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
And the Huskers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Right on target this time. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football all week.
Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but a nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
And that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Go east-west, and the quarterback gets strung out, doesn't pull the trigger and really make a decision. You like to see him stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, get more of a plus yardage on this play. Nice job by the defense.
Rides the back and leaves it. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He wants to change this route. A design run for the quarterback. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open.
That's such a terrible feeling, too, if you're the quarterback, because on 4th down, they're calling for you on a designed run. They're putting all their hopes on you to somehow go out and get that first, and he knew it. There was just nowhere to go. It's got to be a terrible feeling when you know the defense has won, especially on 4th down, and you're going to be coming off the field.
They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. He's taking the deep shot. It's picked up, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. The defense making a play to exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. He takes the knee, and the undefeated season continues. They've reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great coaching, and I feel like they could keep that 0 in the loss column all season long if they keep playing the way they did today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.